Good morning, a very warm welcome. Good afternoon. How have you been? Please switch on your cameras. We're about to open a wonderful session.
Namaste.
Namaste, Jyoti ji. Hi,
Namaste.
Sonali.
Hi Priya,
Hi,
good
Sonam.
morning.
Oh, wow, look at that. Red and white. You're looking so beautiful. I think we're twinning. I'm also wearing red. I think we're twinning. Okay, Ankita, if you could also switch on your camera, that would be great. If not, it's fine. And so I have called a couple of people from the group last week, and I did get to know that most of them told me that मैम हम सेशन में तो आते हैं लेकिन हम अपना कैमरा और माइक ऑन नहीं कर सकते. हम सब सुनते हैं जो आप बोलते हैं. We know everything about the reading and everything, but we're just not able to do that, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, whatever you need to take from the session, that will reach to you. So, with that wonderful intention on this beautiful Saturday morning, I want to open this session. We'll be doing a short affirmation treatment, and then we will be reading chapter 4. So, the affirmation treatment is at the beginning of chapter 4. So I think it's going to be page number 32. Now, once again, what I need you to do is sit very, very comfortably, sit in a very relaxed position. And whenever you feel ready, just close your eyes. And, allow these words to really sink in into the depth of your hearts. I'm going to just play this little beautiful music to help you relax even more. As you're getting ready, bring and release, allowing yourself or take it all of life.
Yeah, Priya, you're not able to hear at all.
It's
At all. So in case you just said something, I think. First,
Agreed that music is loud and the voice of Priya is not audible.
Is it okay now?
Absolutely.
All right. So put back into the relax. Start reading the up. In the infinity of life, where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. The past has no power over me because I am willing to learn and I see the past as necessary to bring me where I am. I am willing to begin where I am right now. The room of my mind. I know it does not matter where I start. So I now begin with the smallest and the and in that way I will see results quickly. I am thrilled to be in the middle of this, for I know I will never go through this particular experience again. I am willing that means that I'm the honest and that aware in your mind, body, into your heart center, and kindness. Whenever you feel ready, yes, knowing that you take it. Okay, welcome back. Is the audio okay now, Sonali? Is everything fine?
Yes. Priya, during the meditation, your voice was not clear. It was getting, this cut in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
now it is fine. When you speak
Yeah.
louder, it is clear. When you speak softer, we are not able to hear you.
Okay, so I'll make it a point to speak louder. All right. I think our internet connection is stable, right? Okay. So, I have two Jagrutis. Welcome, Jagruti. And how are things with you at home? Is everything fine now?
Ah, perfectly fine now. Things
Wonderful.
are on track.
Great. Super. Okay, so we're going to restart reading chapter 4. I just want to say that my throat is a little, the Delhi pollution has taken over. So, so in case if you hear me coughing a little bit in between, just apologies in advance. And if someone else also wants to take over the reading, that's also fine. Yes, Jagruti, you saying something?
One small thing, if it is possible, if you have a mic or something which can be, stuck here with you at your caller place, so that the thing, your voice will be very clear. You don't have to speak louder. Then, if you speak softer, also, we'll be able to hear it.
Okay, we do have a microphone. Okay, we haven't used it in a long time.
All right.
So we just see what can be done. Hi, Trishna, welcome.
Hi.
Okay, so we're going to be reading chapter number 4, and last two chapters I know were very intense. We did the mirror work, We did the negative messages last time, and a lot of you, I was very happy. I mean, Minuji is not there, Rupaji is not there today, but a lot of things came to the surface for them. And today, again, we are going to be looking at another wonderful chapter, chapter 4. And here Louise talks about our beliefs, and she's questioning that is it really true? So, truth is the unchangeable part of me. The question, is it true or real, has two answers, yes and no. It is true if you believe it to be true. It is not true if you believe it isn't true. The glass is both half full and half empty, depending on how you look at it. There are literally billions of thoughts we can choose to think. Most of us choose to think the same kind of thoughts our parents used to think, but we don't have to continue to do this. There is no law written that says we can only think in one way. Whatever I choose to believe becomes true for me. Whatever you choose to believe becomes true for you. Our thoughts can be totally different. Our lives and experiences are totally different. Examine your thoughts. Whatever we believe becomes true for us. Now, this is a very important line. I need you to, like underline it if you have a pencil or a marker or something. Whatever we believe becomes true for us. If you have a sudden financial disaster, then on some level you may believe you are unworthy of being comfortable with money, or you believe in burdens and debt, or if you believe that nothing good ever lasts, maybe you believe that life is out to get you. Or, as I hear so often, I just can't win. If you seem unable to attract a relationship, you may believe nobody loves me or I'm unlovable. Perhaps you fear being dominated as your mother was, or maybe you think people just hurt me. If you have poor health, you may believe illness runs in our family, or that you are a victim of the weather, or perhaps it's I was born to suffer, or it's just one thing after another. Or you may have a different belief. Perhaps you are not even aware of your belief. Most people really aren't. They just see the outer circumstances as being the way the cookie crumbles. Until someone can show you the connection between the outer experiences and the inner thoughts, you remain a victim of life. Problem: financial disaster, belief. I am not worthy of having money. No friends, belief. Nobody loves me. Problems with work, I am not good enough. Problem always pleasing others. I never get my way. Whatever the problem is, it comes from a thought pattern, and a thought pattern can be changed. Now, before we dive into this, नहीं चल रही है हाँ तो हटा दीजिए. Okay, so before we dive into this, what I need you to do is get back to your notebooks, journals where you have been writing, and take out your pens and make two columns like this, like how you say in the book. And in one column, we are going to write problem, and in another column, we are going to write belief, and you will write in the same way. You remember that in last chapter we wrote where Louise was asking them what is the problem. So from these 4 5 areas of our lives, whether it is matlab nothing in detail, but something in like very 2 3 lines or maybe 2 3 words, that what do you think is the major problem in your life right now? If whether it is concerning your health, so you'll just write a health problem, Or if it is money, then you will write financial problem. If it is a relationship, then you will write relationship XYZ problem with XYZ person. Or if it is a career problem, then you can mention a career problem. So just like problem, and then okay, just let's just first write problem. ठीक है, फिर belief के बारे में we'll discuss later. So this is a very powerful exercise. I want all of you to do it. Welcome, Anchal, Sanyukta, Pooja. Please switch on your cameras if you can, and I can see your lovely faces. Hi, Pooja.
हेलो एवरीवन। मैंने थोड़ा सा लेट ज्वाइन किया है। आप जो एक्सरसाइज अभी लिखने के लिए बोल रहे हो उसमें कल जो लास्ट सेशन का है कि हमारे को जो कौन सी बिलीफ है, मेरा बस क्वेश्चन उसी से रिलेटेड था। आई गॉट वेंट टू दैट प्रोसेस। तो मेरे हिसाब से मेरी कोई नेगेटिव बिलीफ नहीं है, बट अगर आसपास के लोग आपको ये कोई बिलीफ आपके अंदर बिठाना चाह रहे हैं कि नहीं आपके साथ ये प्रॉब्लम है, तो
हम्म।
मैं वही पूछ रही थी कि इसको हम क्या इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं, उसमें इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं।
नहीं, आपको क्या लगता है कि आज के डेट में, अभी पहले के सेशन का वो छोड़ देते हैं, आज आपको क्या लगता है कि आपके लाइफ में आपको किस एरिया में प्रॉब्लम है? सो जस्ट मेंशन द एरिया. सो आई विल गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. व्हेन आई वाज रीडिंग, जब मैं प्रिपरेशन कर रही थी सेशन की, और मैं ये व्हेन आई वाज रीडिंग दिस चैप्टर, I was actually the problem that came up for me was a health problem. And then I will tell you where that belief came from. So I just wrote health problem, and then in next step I'll tell you what the belief is. So as of now, just write what problem. Got
Right.
it? Okay. Let me know when you're done.
Priya, we have to write only one, right?
As of now, just one. I want to show you how it's done. Then later, if you have more than one, you can perhaps do it in the same way for other things also in your life. Okay.
All right.
Are we done? Okay. So any one of you can unmute. Maybe Trishna, I haven't seen you. I haven't spoken to you. I would love to hear you. So if you could just tell me what problem, could you write the problem?
Yeah, but I also don't have any problem. That's why I've not mentioned anything. Like currently, whatever the problems are being discussed, actually, I've already faced them and tackled them. So, I mean, I wouldn't be honest in the exercise. That's why.
Okay, wonderful. So anyone
Yeah.
um, who has a problem and wants to talk about it. And I'm going to stop recording at this moment because this is going to be your personal sharing. I'm going to start uh, recording again. And towards the end, if you have any questions, any comment, I'll take it up. But for now, we'll just continue reading. And because I want you to look deeply into what beliefs are about and where they come from and how they actually, affect our lives. It may feel true, it may seem true. All these problems we are wrestling with and juggling in our lives, however, no matter how difficult an issue we are dealing with, it is only an outer result of an effect of an inner thought pattern. If you don't know what thoughts are creating your problems, you are in the right place now because this book is designed to help you find out. Look at the problems in your life. Ask yourself, What kind of thoughts am I having that create this? Please make a note of this. If you allow yourself to sit quietly and ask this question, your inner intelligence will show you the answer. It's only a belief you learned as a child. Some of the things we believe are positive and nourishing. These thoughts serve us well all our lives, such as look both ways before you cross the street. Other thoughts are very useful at the beginning, but as we grow older, they are no longer appropriate. Don't trust strangers. Maybe good advice for small child, but for an adult to continue this belief will only create isolation and loneliness. Why do we so seldom sit down and ask ourselves, is this really true? Once again, your markers and pencils need to come out and please start highlighting this part. For instance, why do I believe things like it's difficult for me to learn? Better question to ask are, is it true for me now? Where did that belief come from? Do I still believe it because a first grade teacher told me that over and over? Would I be better off if I dropped this belief? Beliefs that boys don't cry and girls don't climb trees create men who hide their feelings and women who are afraid to be physical. If we were taught as a child that the world is a frightening place, then everything we hear that fits that belief, we will accept it as true for us. The same is true for don't trust strangers. Don't go out at night, or people will cheat you. On the other hand, if we were taught early in life that the world is a safe place, then we would hold other beliefs. We could easily accept that love is everywhere and people are so friendly and I always have whatever I need. If you were taught as a child that it's all my fault, then you will walk around always feeling guilty no matter what happens. Your belief will turn you into someone who's always saying, I am sorry. If you learn to believe as a child, I don't count, then this belief will always keep you at the end of the line, wherever you are, like my childhood experience about not getting any cake. See my story, chapter 16. Sometimes you will feel you're invisible when others fail to notice you. Did your childhood circumstances teach you to believe nobody loves me? Then you are sure to be lonely. Even when you bring a friend or relationship into your life, it will be short lived. Did your family teach you there is not enough? Then I'm sure you often feel as though the cupboard is bare, or you find you just get by or are always in debt. I had a client who had been brought up in a household where they believed everything was wrong and could only get worse. His main joy in life was playing tennis, and then he hurt his knee. He went to every doctor he could find, and it only got worse. Finally, he could not play at all. Another person had been brought up as a preacher's son, and as a child, he was taught that everybody else came first. The preacher's family always came last. Today, he is wonderful at helping his clients get the best deal, yet he is usually in debt with little pocket money. His belief still makes him last in line. If you believe it, it seems true. How often we said, how often have we said, that's the way I am, or that's the way it is? Those specific words are really saying that that's what we believe to be true. Usually, what we believe is only someone else's opinion. We have incorporated it into our belief systems. No doubt it fits right in with all the other things we believe. Are you one of the many people who will get up in the morning, see that it's raining, and say, "Oh, what a lousy day"? It's not a lousy day, it is only a wet day. If we wear the appropriate clothing and change our attitude, we can have a lot of rainy day fun. If it is really our belief that rainy days are lousy days, then we will always greet rain with a sinking heart. We will fight the day rather than flow with what is happening in the moment. If we want a joyous life, we must think joyous thoughts. If we want a prosperous life, we must think prosperous thoughts. If we want a loving life, we must think loving thoughts. Whatever we send out mentally or verbally will come back to us in like form. Each moment is a new beginning. I repeat, the point of power is always in the present moment. If you are never stuck, this is where the changes take place. Right here and right now, in our own minds. It doesn't matter how long we have had a negative pattern or an illness or a poor relationship or lack of finances or self hatred. We can begin to make the shift today. Your problem no longer needs to be the truth for you. It can now fade back to the nothingness from whence it came. You can do it. Remember, you are the only person who thinks in your mind. You are the power and authority in your world. Your thoughts and beliefs of the past have created this moment and all the moments up to this moment. What you are now choosing to believe and think and say will create the next moment and the next day and the next month and the next year. Yes, you, darling. I can give you the most marvelous advice coming from my years of experience, yet you can continue to choose to think the same old thoughts. You can refuse to change and keep all your problems. You are the power in your world. You get to have whatever you choose to think. This moment begins the new process. Each moment is a new beginning. And this moment is a new beginning for you right here and right now. Isn't that great to know? This moment is the point of power. This moment is where the change begins. Is it true? Stop for a moment and catch your thought. What are you thinking right now? If it is true that your thoughts shape your life, would you want what you were just thinking right now to become true for you? If it's a thought of worry or anger or hurt or revenge or fear, how do you think this thought will come back to you? It is not always easy to catch our thoughts because they move so swiftly. However, we can begin right now to watch and listen to what we say. If you hear yourself expressing negative words of any sort, stop in the mid sentence. Either rephrase the sentence or just drop it. You could even say to it, out. Imagine yourself in a line at a cafeteria or perhaps at a buffet in a luxurious hotel where instead of dishes of food, there are dishes of thoughts. You get to choose any and all the thoughts you wish. These thoughts will create your future experiences. Now, if you choose thoughts that will create problems and pains, that's rather foolish. It's like choosing food that always makes you ill. We may do this once or twice, but as soon as we learn which foods upset our bodies, we stay away from them. It's the same with thoughts. Let's stay away from thoughts that create problems and pain. One of my early teachers, Dr. Raymond Charles Barker, would repeatedly said, when there is a problem, there is not something to do, there is something to know. Our minds create our futures. When we have something in our present that is undesirable, then we must use our minds to change the situation. And we can begin to change it this very second. It is my deep desire that the people, it is my deep desire that the topic, how your thoughts were, would be the very first subject taught in school. I have never understood the importance of having children memorize battle dates. It seems like such a waste of mental energy. Instead, we could teach them important subjects such as how the mind works, how to handle finances, how to invest money for financial security, how to be a parent, how to create good relationships, and how to create and maintain self esteem and self worth. Can you imagine what a whole generation of adults would be like if they had been taught these subjects in school along with their regular curriculum? Think how these truths would manifest. We would have happy people who feel good about themselves. We would have people who are comfortable financially and who enrich the economy by investing their money wisely. They would have good relationship with everyone and would be comfortable with the role of parenthood and then go on to create another generation of children who feel good about themselves. Yet, within all this, each person would remain an individual expressing his or her own creativity. There is no time to waste. Let's continue with our work. Okay. Hi Umang, hi Dipali, welcome. We've just finished reading chapter 4 and now we are towards the end of our session. So I'm going to take you through another affirmation treatment. And after this, we still have time. So if you want to discuss something, if you want to share something, if you want to make any comment, I'll open the stage for all of you to do that. Okay? Are we cool with that? So this time I'm not be going to I will not play any music. I just need you to focus on the words that I'm saying and not get distracted by the music and other things. So just once again, center yourself. Achal, perhaps you can find a place to sit. So find a place to sit. Be seated comfortably. Rest your back to where you're sitting and gently close your eyes. So we read a lot of things today. We learned about a lot of new concepts, especially about our beliefs, especially about how we think things are true where they are not. So just gently close your eyes and allow this affirmation treatment to flow freely into the corners of your mind, into the corners of your heart, and believe each and every word as I say it to be true for yourself. In the infinity of life, where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I no longer choose to believe in old limitations and lack. Breathing in and breathing out. I no longer choose to believe in old limitations and lack. I now choose to begin to see myself as the universe sees me, perfect, whole, and complete. The truth of my being is that I was created perfect, whole, and complete. I will always be perfect, whole, and complete. I now choose to live my life from this understanding. Breathing in, breathing out. Let these words enter into your mind and your heart center. Know that you're perfect, whole, and complete. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. All is well in my world. With that thought, with that deep silence, with that calmness, bring yourself back to the session. And whenever you feel ready, with a big smile on your face, you can open your eyes. Welcome back, my lovelies. Oh wow, I can already see so much shift in just like 1 hour. एक घंटे में सबका एनर्जी एकदम चेंज हो जाता है. Okay, now the session is open. If you want to share something, if you want to ask any question, if you want to make any comment.
Priya, we were supposed to do the next chapter also, like 2 chapters this session.
I don't think we'll be able to do the next chapter because it's from 12 to 1, and plus next chapter is also very intense. So I want you all to just absorb what we have done in chapter 4, and because I really want you to understand this, that how your beliefs come into play and how it is actually making you dance to its tune, you know. So that's something which is very, very important for you to realize. Okay, so now is there anything else you want to share? Pooja, it's okay if you put your legs on the floor and or just sit comfortably wherever you are. So ऐसे ही कोई meditation जैसा नहीं है really. So you can sit in whatever way you like. And Sonam, thank you so much. I know you said that you are at a wedding and yet you took this chance and this opportunity to join us. I'm very grateful to you. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Minu, I do see your message. Yes, okay. So that's fine if you can't switch on your camera. That's okay. Thank you so much, Sonali. Okay.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है प्रिया मैम।
हाँ हाँ पूजा पूछो. ओके.
अभी जो आपने जैसे बोला ना, वी आर एट द राइट प्लेस एट द राइट टाइम, आपने बताया वही जागृति बोली थी, वही हम लोग, मैं भी एज अ प्रोफेशनल मतलब कोचिंग में हूँ तो आई ऑल्सो बिलीव इन दिस। बट हम हमें मतलब हमें इन द सेंस पीपल लोगों को बोला है कि अगर आप थोड़ा महत्वाकांक्षी, थोड़ा पैशनेट, बनिए, तब आप अपने कंफर्ट जोन से निकल कर कुछ और कर पाते हो। जिस चीज में आप अभी हो, अगर उससे कुछ और एक्स्ट्रा चाहिए एंड यू फील दैट यू डिजर्व इट। हमारे को ये थॉट प्रोसेस, अभी थॉट्स की बात चल रही है ना, एंड वी ऑल आर इन दिस फील्ड, सो आई कैन थिंक कि हम लोग इजीली उसको कनेक्ट कर पाए। हमारे अंदर ये थॉट डाला जाता है कि आप जैसी लाइफ जी रहे हो उससे और बेहतर जी सकते हो, अपने कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर निकलो। और जब आप भी इस फील्ड में आए होगे तो ये है ना कि हेल्प करनी है लोगों की, या लोगों में सोसाइटी को कुछ देना है, अपने लिए घर में तो काम कर ही रहे हो उनको। तो इस फील्ड में हम आए, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो ये थॉट डेवलप की गई, कुछ करना था, ये करना है। अभी थोड़े महत्वाकांक्षी बने, कंफर्ट जोन से निकले बाहर, और ये सब कर रहे हैं। तो ये थॉट डेवलप की गई बाय अदर पीपल जो इस फील्ड में ऑलरेडी हैं या जो इस फील्ड से रिलेटेड। तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि दोनों कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट करते हैं मुझे। मेरे दिमाग में क्लैशेस होती हैं ऑफ टू थॉट्स, जहाँ एक स्पिरिचुअल और एक कामनेस बोलता है कि जो है जहाँ है उसको एंजॉय करो। जो आपने बोला, दिस इज द पावर, प्रेजेंट मोमेंट इज द पावर, और यही प्रेजेंट कल का जो फ्यूचर है उस वो प्रेजेंट बन जाएगा, राइट। और दूसरा तो अभी प्रेजेंट को एंजॉय करो, और दूसरा कहता है कि अगर क्योंकि आपको अपना फ्यूचर बदलना है तो प्रेजेंट में कुछ ऐसा करो कि अब उसमें प्रेजेंट बेचारा वो कहता है कि मैं कंफर्ट जोन से निकलूं तो मैं अपना प्रेजेंट एंजॉय नहीं कर सकता। हम लेडीज को मल्टीटास्क बनाया जाता है, हम खुद को ट्रेन करते हैं कि मल्टीटास्किंग करके ही आप सब मैनेज कर सकते हो। और दूसरी तरफ मेडिटेशन स्पिरिचुअल कहता है कि एक काम करो, फोकस के साथ करो, प्रेजेंट को एंजॉय करो। मेरा ये क्वेश्चन बहुत टाइम से था, क्योंकि अभी आपने जो चैप्टर पढ़ाया, अभी जो कराया, उन सब में ये चीजें आ रही थी, वो कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट होता है मेरे दिमाग में। तो अगर आप थोड़ा सा उसको हाईलाइट करना चाहो तो प्लीज, आई वुड लव टू।
मैं इससे पहले एक्चुअली यहाँ पे और भी लोग हैं, आई विल जस्ट ओपन द स्टेज टू देम। अगर कोई आंसर करना चाहता है, हाँ, जागृति वांट्स टू आंसर दिस, सो परहैप्स शी कैन
जब
टेक इट अप।
what I have thought or what I have experienced here is जैसा अभी पूजा के साथ हो रहा है, exactly I had been like that in my earlier days when my child was younger. So, and what I've learned from this book and what I've learned from Ritu ma'am is like, when you want that महत्वाकांक्षी क्या है, क्या होना चाहिए, what is your goal, what is your thought process, just write that, but don't allow it to be on your head like हमेशा मुझे करना ही है, करना ही है. एक बार लिखो और उसको छोड़ दो. और जब आप बच्चे के साथ हो या घर में हो, कुकिंग हो, उस मूवमेंट टू मूवमेंट उसको एंजॉय करो. मतलब अगर मैं अपने आप के लिए बोलती हूँ कि अगर मुझे था कि मैं वर्क कर रही हूँ, जैसे या लास्ट सैटरडे जैसे मैं अपने अंकल के साथ थी विद द इन द हॉस्पिटल, आई वाज 100% विथ हिम. आई वाज नॉट फीलिंग लाइक फोमो नहीं हो रहा था मुझे, अरे मैं वहां पे कुछ मिस कर दूंगी. नो, शायद वो सेशन मेरे लिए नहीं है. इस वक्त में मुझे जहां रहना है, जहां मैं हूं, वो मेरे लिए जरूरी है. एंड देर विल बी टाइम, अगर मुझे वो चीज पढ़नी ही है या मुझे वो चीज सुननी है, वो कहीं ना कोई तरीके से मुझे मिलेगी ही मिलेगी. And when I had that belief, I was very calm within myself and focused on the kind of place where I was. When I am in hospital, I was able to completely be there in the hospital. When I was cooking, I was completely in that cooking session. जो movement आप कर रहे हो, उसमें आप अपना 100% दे रहे हो without thinking about what is happening on the other place. The moment you complete your cooking or your moment you complete wherever you are with the at the either with the sorry, either if you are with the child or whatever you are doing in the moment, if you are there, that is enough. और फोकस जो हम बोलते हैं, लिख दो. एंड देन ठीक है, आज हमने इस फोकस के लिए क्या किया, एक छोटा थिंग बस सोचो और वहीं उसको छोड़ दो. कर लिया है ठीक है, नहीं किया है तो देर इज अनदर ऑप्शन, कल एक और दिन है, कल मिल जाएगा, या एक महीने बाद मिल जाएगा, ठीक है ना. डू नॉट नो अपने आप को विक्टिम में मत ला लो, इज व्हाट आई फील. डू नॉट कीप ड्वेलिंग अपॉन इट, accept it and go ahead with it, is what I feel is the.
थैंक यू
हाँ,
सो
जो
मच।
जागृति ने बोला, एक्चुअली ये चीज आई एम अवेयर ऑफ इट। तभी तो मेरे अंदर की दो चीजों में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है।
मैं आपको एक चीज बोलना चाहूंगी बस, एंड दिस इज फॉर एवरीबडी इन द ग्रुप, एंड सिंस वी आर a women's group mostly. You know, the point of power is always in the present moment. Louise says this. And yet that point of power in the present moment, I think gratitude will really help you shift the energy. So wherever you are today, in your life, if you just start with gratitude by just saying that I'm grateful, this is this I have in my life. So this I have already achieved in my life. So in that way, you will become your own cheerleader. You will start at a position जहाँ पे आपको बहुत खुद के बारे में बहुत अच्छा फील होगा कि हाँ चलो, all these things have happened and I have achieved all this. And then from that moment, you set an intention. So, two things. One is gratitude, and second is setting an intention of what I want to achieve in the future. और ये तो हम सबको ही पता है कि कर्म करना ही हमारे हाथ में है, लेकिन कर्म का फल कभी भी हमारे हाथ में नहीं होगा. So that knowingness that yes, I am here today, I'm grateful this happened, and this is what I intend to do, and then surrender to the process. Whatever needs, whatever, like we have been reading about this, whatever you need to know, whatever things need to come to you, that will come to you no matter what.
ये
ठीक है.
वही चीज मैं एक्चुअली ग्रेटिट्यूड करती हूँ। और मैं बचपन से ही छोटी थी जब से, जैसे अभी आंचल दीदी बोल के जाए, किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं है, हर चीज मिल जाती है, सब कुछ मिल गया है। तो वो एक वो कहते हैं ना कि और किसी चीज की ख्वाहिश ही नहीं है। लेकिन जब हम स्वीडन की नहीं, कुछ तो और करना है ना, लाइफ एक पैटर्न पे चल रही, कुछ तो और करो। फिर वहां पे वो भूख, कहते हैं ना भूख, वो पैशन, वो चीज है ही नहीं जो रातों की नींद खराब कर दे, सुकून है। तो वहां पे फिर लगता है कि अगर इस कंफर्ट जोन, फिर कंफर्ट जोन आ जाता है। आई एम हैप्पी विद माई लाइफ, आई एम हैप्पी विद एवरी द प्रोसेस, आई एम एंजॉइंग द प्रोसेस। तो वो कंफर्ट जोन से फिर निकलने के लिए एफर्ट नहीं डलते, और वो एफर्ट कंफर्ट जोन से निकालने के लिए आपको एक दिमाग में एक ट्रिगर वो हो कि हाँ कुछ करना है, इसके लिए तो जगना होगा, थोड़ा सुबह उठना होगा, नहीं तो ये जो पैटर्न है चलता ही रहेगा, चेंज कहाँ से शुरू होगा। तो आपने जो बोला ना, इंटेंशन डाल दिया और प्रोसेस एंड यूनिवर्स पे छोड़ दिया। लेकिन वो खुद भी तो कुछ एफर्ट डालना पड़ेगा ना, अदरवाइज चीजें आप लोग आ रहे हैं,
So,
अपॉर्चुनिटीज
can
आ
I
रही है।
say
अब
something?
ऋतु ऋतु मैम भी बोलती हैं, जैसे मैं जागृति एक हम लोग एक ही हिस्से हैं, कि अपॉर्चुनिटी आए तो आप ग्रैब्स करना पड़ेगा ना, अदरवाइज तो वो सब चीजें मुझे थोड़ा सा वो लगता है कि मैं ठीक है, मैंने सब कुछ दे दिया, तो फिर मैं कंफर्ट जोन से कैसे निकलूंगी, फिर मैं आगे नेक्स्ट स्टेप कैसे बढ़ूंगी। तो
इट्स
आप जो दो पॉइंट बोले
जो
वो
अपना
स्टार्ट कर दी
कंफर्ट
हूँ।
जोन है, व्हाट इज रॉन्ग इन बीइंग इन द कंफर्ट जोन इज व्हाट आई माय क्वेश्चन विल बी. ठीक है, कंफर्ट जोन में है ना, जब आप खुद से सेटिस्फाई हो, कंफर्ट में भी तो रहो ना. वो मूवमेंट के लिए तो आपने इतना एफर्ट किया है, आपने शादी के लिए, बच्चे के लिए तो इतना एफर्ट किया है. व्हाट इज रॉन्ग इन बीइंग इन कंफर्ट जोन फॉर सम टाइम? एक्सेप्ट इट. बी कंफर्टेबल विथ योर बॉडी, बी
Another thing,
कंफर्टेबल विथ
Pooja,
द फैमिली.
another thing is that as a mother ना, this I can tell you as a mother, आज बच्चा छोटा है, 2 साल का, 4 साल का, वो उसका 2 साल 4 साल दोबारा आपके लाइफ में नहीं आएगा. यू नो आज आप उसके
So
साथ
precious
वो
moment.
इंजॉय करो, उसकी वो चीजें विटनेस करो. मेरा बेटा 10 साल का है, मैं अभी भी कभी उसको बोलती हूँ, तो 5 साल का था तो मैं हाउ मच आई मिस हिम बीइंग 5 year old. So that's the thing. Yes, Sonali, you wanted to add
So I
something?
was just adding the same thing. I think we all understand all these things, Pooja. We all understand it. It's just how we internalize these things. So पूजा के लिए यही बात मैं सोच रही थी कि ये मोस्टली सब लोग स्पेशली women talk about these challenges. So very, very simple thing keep in mind is when effort is required, wherever effort is required, please put that effort without taking that stress in your mind. And where at all other times be effortless with what you are doing. So जो effort की बात करी ना, उसमें दो ही चीजों की बात ध्यान में रखनी जरूरी है. एवरीडे थिंग्स प्रेजेंट मोमेंट में हम तभी रहेंगे, काम कर पाएंगे व्हेन वी आर एफर्टलेस एंड वी आर नॉट पुटिंग दैट स्ट्रेस इन आवर माइंड एंड जस्ट डू योर डेली टास्क एफर्टलेसली. और जहां पे लग रहा है कि एम्बिशन है, नहीं मुझे कुछ और भी करना है, पुट दैट एफर्ट विदाउट टेकिंग दैट स्ट्रेस इन योर माइंड के मुझे ये भी करना है, ऐसे भी करना है. लाइक प्रिया सेट, सेट योर इंटेंशंस, डू योर था एंड टेक वन डे एट अ टाइम. सारा कुछ एक दिन में तो नहीं करना. सो कुछ चीजें और सारी चीजें हमें सब अच्छे से समझती हैं, जस्ट दैट हाउ आर वी internalizing it and balancing it out in our day-to-day lives. So set your intentions. कुछ चीजें एकदम से नहीं होंगी, तुम्हें भी पता है. It will take some time. Don't stress over those things. डेली रूटीन में जो प्रायोरिटी पे काम है वो तो करना ही करना है. Do that effortlessly and keep putting your little effort for what you want to achieve more in life. So that's what I would say
Thank you,
regarding your
Sonali
effort
ji.
point. Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't punish yourself, Pooja. Start enjoying.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm in the, thank you so much.
anyone has anything else, or I close the session? Before I close the session, I want to ask you that how are you feeling? Just in one word, tell me how are you feeling now?
Calm.
Calm, wonderful. Any other word?
Joyous.
Joyce. And in the moment, clarity.
Lot
Thank you
of
so much. Thank you. Yes. Anything else? Positive. Okay. I'm reading your chats also. Okay. Preeti, Dipali, would you like to share? How are you feeling right now? Okay, so on that note, I'm going to close the session. I am just putting in my coaching link. So in case if any one of you want to reach out to me personally on a one-on-one basis, you can use this link and we'll know all the details there. Okay, so thank you so much for joining in. And do join in again next Saturday, next week. We'll be doing another wonderful chapter 5. We'll be reading chapter 5 together and doing another wonderful exercises, affirmation treatments from there. And I'm so glad that I could add value to your life. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Priya.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Priya, for the wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the session.